is the exciting eve of our rediscovery of South America.
Weight difference, right?
I'm from Venezuela. I moved to Athens a few years back and just opened a Jiu-Jitsu school. I worked for the police department for a few years and started teaching Jiu-Jitsu and just became a full-time thing. And now I'm just running the academy full-time. Jiu-Jitsu definitely changes your life in a positive way if you let it. I always tell my students, that I didn't just buy the Kool-Aid, I drank the Kool-Aid.
Right? It's too much of just a pain, right? So I want you to kind of here, boom, when that comes up, boom, bring it down. As soon as I get that hand to the ground, my elbow touches the floor. Now, if you had that thumb, that grip with the thumb, because you just brought him down, I want that thumb to leave. Look at the tip of the elbow, starting to point to the ceiling, and we get that tap.
I don't know how to answer that. What jiu-jitsu means to me, man. Jiu-jitsu means, I don't want to say that means everything to me, but after my family, I think jiu-jitsu is like the most important thing in my life.
I have to go and walk here in a minute. Just gotta get my stretch going. You know, stretch with me? What? We did that. I put my hand there.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Did not.
Just leave me alone so I can stretch.
No.
Agent.
Without jiu-jitsu, I don't know where I would be, and I wouldn't know what I would be doing.
Bate a chuva lá fora e me faz lembrar alguém. Partiu em silêncio, noite de chuva também. Aqui dentro eu chorando e a chuva caindo no meu coração. Na estrada a garoa triste gemendo batendo. Bate a chuva lá fora e me faz lembrar alguém. E partiu em silêncio, noite de chuva também. Morre a noite na terra e o dia me encontra com violão. É a minha esperança que morre levando mais uma estrela. Bate a chuva lá fora e me faz lembrar alguém. Partiu em silêncio, noite de chuva também. Minha voz é soluço parte ficando a imensidão. Na Na estrada, garoa triste, semente.
Go like flat like that. You're doing this rope to a dead person. I think the people makes us unique. You know, every single member of our academy makes us unique. Our school, I don't know if we've just been lucky or what, but we always get good people in here. And from day one, I tell people, we're here to learn from each other. You know, I'm here in Southeast Ohio, a guy from Venezuela, you know, so the diversity starts with me. And then, you know, we have people that are going to OU they're from the inner city, they're from different, you know, walks of life. And then we have the local community too, you know, so we do have a good mix of people to where, you know, I feel like for Southeast Ohio in particular is good because it's so like white, you know, like dominant in this area. That having me as the head instructor, and then having, you know, like I said, kids from the inner city, you know, just people from different walks of life. It's cool to have that because in Jiu-Jitsu we're all equal. You know, in Jiu-Jitsu there's no bullshit. There's no, you know, the separation that you find in other places because of race, culture, or whatever. Here it's not gonna fly. Here we're all equal, and when we get on the mat and we start rolling, you know, you can't be, you know, you're gonna get beat up. It doesn't, you know, you're gonna lose. You're gonna learn how to lose and how to win, and you just kind of put all those differences aside. I think there's nothing as intimate as training together. You know, you are putting your life in somebody else's hands. You know, this has been said before, but Jiu-Jitsu is kind of like a game of killing. You know, when you're submitting, when you're tapping out, you're telling that other person, okay, you could have just killed me. Right? But it's just kind of a game, right? You know, you're not, you know, so you're trusting that person 100% that they're not gonna rip your shoulder out, they're not gonna blow your knee out, they're not gonna choke you unconscious, right? That you're trusting each other. So, you know, like Hero Gracie has said, like 15 minutes of rolling is equivalent to like having 7 lunches together or something like that. You know, it's an intimacy that you don't get from anything else. We started approaching the female population from the get-go. From the time we opened, we were always reaching out. I've talked to, you know, several sororities and just female organizations where just offering self-defense seminars, not offering like a regular classes, but just seminars. And out of those seminars, I think we've had some people, you know, some ladies kind of transfer to our regular program. Nowadays, we have like a very large female student base, so I think they're just kind of, you know, sharing with their friends, sharing, you know, the fact that they like Jiu-Jitsu, the fact that it's such a good workout, so it helps them lose weight, it helps them get in better shape, helps them gain confidence, and, you know, and those are all just byproducts. Those aren't even the actual, you know, main product of Jiu-Jitsu. The main product of Jiu-Jitsu is just learning, you know, and being aware and learning the self-defense. Jiu-Jitsu is meant for the street. It's meant for self-defense. When I was a police officer and I saw fights don't last. Fights are under a minute every time, you know. There's no fights that are, you know, going on for 15 minutes. You know, there's no rounds in real life. We want simple, efficient Jiu-Jitsu to teach to our students here, so that it translates to if they ever need to defend themselves. It's not a complicated formula. It's get it done, a few seconds. That's it. We don't want to give people false hopes. We just want to make sure that you're safe.
Put your name on that list.
What got you here? I came back.